Okay, now that I have successfully acted like an idiot. Okay. Oh, get myself prepared for this video. Oh my goodness. Hi, welcome to Christy Grace Scarlet Pen, author, creativity chaser, book lover at your service. So I am here today to talk about another thing that I was wrong about. Recently I posted an I was wrong about Audible video, and yeah, I still hold true to that. I was wrong. I am not 100% ready to just pay all of the money forever, but I was wrong about how bad it was or how useless it was for me, and I did discover that I actually don't mind using it as much as I thought. And this is another one of those videos where I discovered that actually something I really just decided I did not want and did not like, I've changed my mind. Yeah, some people think it's flaky. I like to think that it's flexible in changing my mind. I'm not so rigid that I won't actually just never say never. So there are some things I'll never say never about. You know what? I'll probably do a video about that later today. But there are some things I will never do. But this is a never say never moment, and this is my iPad. Ta-da! I don't yet own a Kindle or Kobo, but you know, who knows what will happen in the future. Because today I'm talking to you about eBooks and e-reading. So guess what? I did a video a really long time ago where I talked about my... was it a really long time? It doesn't matter, but I talked about which kind of format that I like to read in the most, and it was paperback. You guessed it. I don't mind it hardcover sometimes, but sometimes it's hard to hold and it's annoying. And then my least favorite is ebook and audiobook, and those were sort of my last two. But recently, for some reason, somehow I just discovered that I actually don't mind either of them. Shock and awe. I think some of my reason for not liking ebook, some of my reasons still hold for the most part. If I have a book that I love, I want that in a physical form. You just don't know with technology and, you know, internet and stuff when things might potentially just crash and burn and die forever, and then you will never have your favorite copy of your book that you like ever again. So in that form, and in the fact that, you know, I still like having a paperback better, but I was wrong about how much I dislike an ebook. And let me tell you, sister friend or whoever, I don't mind ebooks. I think there are a lot of videos these days that I am reading in terms of a booktube, and you know what, I don't necessarily think I need to own that book just now. Like, maybe I won't like it. Maybe I'm watching it for a video, or I'm reading it for a video. Maybe I won't like it. Maybe I don't want to own it, and maybe I do, and then I'll have to buy it later on. But for the most part, some books especially, I don't mind reading in an ebook form. And the best thing about ebook forms is that actually my libraries that I go to do have ebooks as well. And so I can borrow these ebooks even better. Amazing. So I don't have an e-reader as such just yet at the time of filming this, because by the time this comes out, maybe potentially I've gone out and I've caved and I've gotten one. Who knows? We just don't know. But for now, I actually just use my iPad, and what I have, I can go on BorrowBox, which is what I use. There are probably loads of places that you can go on, but for the most part, I really get my ebooks from the library. I think that, you know, you can get on, you know, Kindle and stuff like that, but it's that same age-old problem that I have with Amazon, in that what the ones I want you don't get, and they're not free, and we have to buy them. And I do have Prime, so I do get some free books with Prime, but they're not books I know of, and you know, if I really wanted to bother reading something I've never heard of before, I probably would. But for the most part, when I'm reading, I want to read stuff I've heard about or I know about and I'm excited for. So, I mean, who knows, maybe one of these days I'll try and read something that I've never heard of in my life and just outside my comfort zone and give it a go. Maybe I'll do that with Prime or ebooks, I don't know. But for now, for the most part, I like to read what I know that I have heard of. You know, it's something interesting that I have discovered, and I've specifically sought it out. And so for that fact, I just borrow it from the library. And recently, one of the first books that I discovered that I actually don't mind an ebook is The One by Kiera Cass, which is actually the third book in the Selection series, which I'm hopefully going to do a video about because, to be honest with you, I really liked that series, like a lot. And I was genuinely surprised by that because I hate The Bachelor, and it's kind of like The Bachelor meets The Hunger Games, so I don't really know what I was, thinking. I was like, I'm probably going to hate it, but I loved it. Anyway, and it was the first real time that I sat down with an ebook because, to be honest with you, the only reason I did it was the library did not have that particular book in stock in paperback. It was the only reason, but they did have it as an ebook. So, it wasn't my first choice, but discovered I actually didn't mind. And to top it all off, it was like less pages because they can fit more words, well, they can on my iPad, more words on one page than, a physical book. So it actually felt like it went faster, even though probably didn't. But, I won't lie, there are pros and cons to ebooks still, and I do still prefer a good old paperback. But for those times and moments when you really just want to try and read through something quickly, you don't want to bother with getting a paperback, you can just borrow it from something, it's actually really handy and really good. I think I've looked into getting an e-reader, and I wouldn't get an Amazon Kindle because kind of tethered to the Kindle system and not ready to make that leap. But there are other e-readers that I think would be good. For now, I'm happy to keep doing it on my iPad. It's really not that big of a deal. The glary situation, this is a lot heavier. It's a bit different. Eventually I'll probably end up with an e-reader, but I'd like to test out how much I actually am going to read an ebook before I make that jump and say, yeah, I'm going to spend my hard-earned money on that. But for now, I'm just really happy to ride the wave of ebooks that, is happening. I still, don't get me wrong, still prefer a good old physical copy, and if I can get it from the library, more's the better. But I have officially moved my stance on the amount that I dislike ebooks. Yeah. It used to have a really big wide gap between a hardback and an ebook. Now, that gap is a little bit more narrow, and I am not too proud to admit it. Yeah. What is your favorite format to read books in? I'd love to start a debate, a kind debate, down in the comments. Do you like paperback, audio book, ebook, hardcover, some other format that I've never heard of before, like on the sound waves? I don't know. But what is your favorite? Tell me. Let's have a discussion down below. See you guys in the adventures. Like, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. You can check out my other videos. Have fun. See you later. Bye. Worship. We gonna talk about it. Okay.